Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. This is so soft. Amazing yarn. Now this is from Hobby and it's called Carnival. The number on this is 02 and this one is Carnival Venice. Look at the colours and that's absolutely beautiful. Now I found this beautiful stitch to do this variegated yarn and it's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Now you might think, oh my goodness Alison, I am not going to be able to do that. You are going to be able to do this. You have confidence in yourself. This yarn is beautiful. It's lovely to work with as well. I'll leave a link underneath the video for this. It's so beautiful, it's so pretty. Look at that, and that stitch. Now look at this stitch. This stitch is so pretty in all different colours. I love this yarn for showing you what the colours look like, or this stitch looks like. Look at it, and that blue is beautiful. Now this is called crowned shells. It's a crowned shells stitch because you're actually crowning over the top of the shell with this. Now don't be put off by it. Please do not be put off by this beautiful stitch. Not because it's a beautiful stitch, because you might think I'm not going to be able to do it, but you will be able to do this. You know, but any way you like. It's completely reversible. You get nice straight edges. Look at that for straight edges. You get nice straight edges on both sides of your blanket. You've got a straight edge on the bottom and you've got this nice little pattern across the top. If you want to have a straight edge on the top, then you'll do UK, one row of UK double crochets, one into each stitch all the way along, and that'll straighten the top if you want it straight. But I like it with that little fan like this, so I'm going to show you how to do this. So to demonstrate this stitch, I'm going to try this one. Look at this, it's absolutely beautiful. Now it's a Hobby yarn and it's called Butterfly. The colour number on it is 13. Now it doesn't have a name for it, it's just called Butterfly and the colour number is 13. Look at that, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. I'm going to start from the outside. I know a lot of the time I go from the inside of the yarn, but this time I'm going to go from the outside up. So I'll take my label off and I'll keep my label. So to do this pattern, your stitch count is 6. You'll do as many sets of 6 as you want, and once you've done that you'll add an extra 2 stitches to the end of your chain. So I'm going to do my little sample. So I'm going to do my chain in sets of 6. Don't do your chain too tight. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1. So I'm going to do a little sample. So now I'm going to add an extra 2 stitches. Add an extra 2 stitches. 1 and 2. So into the second stitch in your chain, count 1 and 2. You're going to do a double crochet, a UK double crochet, and do a double crochet into the next stitch. You're going to skip 1 stitch and build a fan. Now I'm going to call them fans, it's a lot easier. You're going to put 3 treble crochets into the same stitch and that will build your fan. So yarn over, skip a stitch and build your fan with 3 treble crochets. That's 1, 2 and 3. skip one stitch and then do 3 double crochets, 1 into each stitch. So skip a stitch and you'll do your 3 double crochets. So that's 1 into the next stitch is 2, and 1 into the next stitch is 3. Skip one stitch and then build a fan. So your fan is 3 treble crochets. That's 1, 2 and 3. Skip one stitch and do a double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So skip one and do 1 double crochet into that stitch, 1 into the next, and 1 into the next one. Skip one stitch and build a fan, and you'll do that all the way along your chain. So skip one and build your fan. 1, 2, 3, all into that same stitch. Skip a stitch and double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 into the next one, that's 2, and 1 into the next one, that's 3. Skip a stitch and build your fan. Skip a stitch and do your 3 double crochets all the way along to the end. Skip one and put a double crochet into that stitch and a double crochet into that stitch. So you should have 3 stitches left. So skip one and do a double crochet into that stitch and a double crochet into your next stitch. Then you're going to chain 3 and turn 1, 2 and 3 and turn your work. So right into the very bottom where that chain 3 is, that's your first treble crochet. You're going to put 1 treble crochet into that stitch. You're going to skip a stitch and then across the top of the fan you're going to put 1 double crochet into each stitch. So skip that stitch and then do 1 double crochet into the top of the fan, 1 into the next stitch and 1 into the next stitch. So that's putting the crown on the top of your fan. So you've got 3 double crochets here. You're going to skip one and build your fan into the middle one. So that's 3 treble crochets. That's 1, 2 and 3. You're going to skip a stitch and then across the top of this fan you'll put a double crochet into each stitch. So skip that one, put 1 double crochet into the top of that one, 1 double crochet into the top of that one, and 1 into the next one. That's 3. And you're back to 3 double crochets. You'll skip that double crochet and build the, so you're back to these 3 stitches. Skip that one and build your fan into this one, into the middle stitch. 1, 2 and 3. So that's you built your next fan. Skip a stitch and put 1 double crochet into the top of this fan, 1 into each stitch. That's 1, 2 and 3. You're going to do that all the way along your length of chain. So I've put my double crochets around the top of that last fan, 1, 2 and then 3, around the fan. I've got 2 stitches left. I'm going to skip one and put 2 treble crochets into this last stitch. So yarn over, one and one more into there. You're going to chain one and turn, and that's what your first 2 rows look like. It's really pretty, and you're going to keep repeating these 2 rows, that one there with your treble crochets in the first stitch, and then you skip your stitch and do your fans. So the next one, you're going to put a double crochet into that stitch there, right into that very first stitch, and one into the next stitch. Skip, you're at your 3 stitches again, skip that one and build a fan. That's 3 treble crochets. You're just going to repeat that all the way along, just like we've been doing. Skip one, build a fan, skip one, do 3 double crochets. So skip one and you're going to do your double crochets around the top of that fan. So skip that. We're just going to repeat that row that we've just done, and 3 double crochets. So you've got your 3 in the middle here, skip one and build your fan. 1, 2 and 3 treble crochets. Skip a stitch and do your 3 double crochets around the top of this fan. So skip a stitch and do 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next one, and 1 double crochet into the next one. Skip a stitch and build a fan. Skip a stitch and do your 3 double crochets around, 1 and then 1 into the next stitch and 1 into the next one. Skip a stitch and build a fan. 1, 2, 3 treble crochets to make your fan. Skip a stitch, 1 double crochet into the next one, 1 into the next one, and 1 into the next one around that fan. Skip a stitch, build a fan. You're going to do that all the way to the end of your chain. And 3. So you should have 3 stitches left, 1, 2 and the one on top of this chain. Skip that one and you're going to do a double crochet into this stitch and a double crochet into the top of that chain. So skip one and do a double crochet, and that's your chain of 3. You're going to put your hook through the top of that chain of 3. There we go. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and turn, and you're going to put a treble crochet right into that stitch, and you're going to repeat that row. So you'll skip one and you'll do your 3 double crochets, skip one, build a fan, skip one, 3 double crochets, skip one and build a fan. So you'll be building the fans in these bottom stitches in the middle, and when you're on a fan you'll put a double crochet into each stitch across the top, and that's the 2 rows you'll keep repeating. Just rewind the video and do the one with 2 double crochets, skip a stitch, build a fan, and just follow those 2 rows. And this is that beautiful, beautiful pattern. Oops, I went and ripped my stitch out. Oh, be careful. I'll just fix that. I'll fix that back up. Stitch. And one into there. I'll pull that up so I don't pull pull that out. I should put a stitch marker in there. And you end up with this beautiful pattern. I'll zoom down a bit. And that's what you'll end up getting. Now the only change is at the ends, one stitch has 2 treble crochets, and the beginning of the next row has a double crochet and a double crochet. And that's what you'll do to get this beautiful pattern. Just rewind the video and watch those 2 rows again. It's only the end that changes, the beginning and the end. In between, it's always a fan, 3 double crochets, a fan and 3 double crochets. Give it a try. Don't give up with it. Once you've got the hang of it, it's really easy and it's so pretty. It is so pretty. It's beautiful in that yarn. I just love the feel of that yarn. It's absolutely beautiful. So thank you very much for watching. Please click on the subscribe button. It's completely free to subscribe to any YouTube channel. You don't have to pay to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you click on the bell icon, YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. So thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.